Hello, I'm going to be doing a review on the armored trucks. The specs are 180 millimeters with 45-degree bases. I am not sure if they did anything else besides that for the production model. However, I did see some prototypes on Silverfish with thinner hangers and then lower degree bases. A quick things to note is they have huge cutouts, and then they have a cutout in the base to make it lighter, and I think it makes it a little bit taller too, because these do sit higher than my Buzzed by a little bit, not by too much though. And also the bushing seat isn't really a bushing seat, because I'm not sure what they were trying to do, because it's just too wide to actually fit the bushing in there snugly. So if you do have Kairos, and if you know about Kairos, they tend to deform. So I put a Kairo on top and a Riptide FW something chubby on the bottom, and that actually gives it a good turn. And I also took a old bushing and chopped it for a little riot plug thing. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you could tell that much, but it's more of an oval, and it's actually too wide to fit a bushing. As you can see from my bushing, the grayer part is where the seat should look like, but it stretched it out longer and a little bit wider, so now it actually fits the bushing seat. These are actually good trucks once you make the little pivot to whatever you want to call it, plug. Once you put that in there, it actually feels like a really nice truck. I use these for freeride, and I did take them up to pretty high speeds on downhill. I actually like them better than my Buzzed for downhill, but that might just be because the bushing set I have on it is actually really nice in my opinion. These are really, really leany trucks. They're more leany than my Buzzed are, and they lean a lot. I am using my Micro Monsters on them right now because I was freeriding, but I was using my Mini Monsters on my Vandal, and I took these up to, I think, 40 miles per hour, but it's winter, and I live in Oregon, and I don't really want to go much faster with all the wet. But yeah, so far they did tend to get a little bit twitchy at that point, but I'm not sure if that's because of the roads, because there was wet spots, and I don't know. I haven't actually rid them in the actual complete dry roads yet. It's dry enough to ride, but there's still wet spots. Another thing, I'm not sure if it's just the trucks I got, or if they just did this on every truck. One of the kingpins is pressed in, but then the other one isn't. I'm not sure if the person I had before hammered out the pressed in one and then put a regular one in, or if he put a pressed in one somehow. But either way, it is a noticeable difference, because the kingpin does have a little bit of slop on the one that's not pressed in, but I ended up just putting glue in there, so then it actually is acting like a pressed in bushing, well, not bushing, kingpin. However, I do enjoy these trucks, but they're not necessarily the best. I know since they went out of business, their price dropped down to about $125, but in all honesty, you could get a pair of used Buzzed, and I kind of prefer my Buzzed trucks more than these, and you could actually, usually on Silverfish, find someone that's selling their Monkeys or P&Ls for about the same price. But it's all preference. It's a really light truck, so if you want a reverse kingpin, that's not like a Surf Rods or anything, that's really light, then I would recommend these. I did ollie on them. Well, it wasn't really an ollie. It was more of a drop off a huge curb, and it didn't bend them at all. I actually thought I broke my hanger at first, but I ended up busting a bearing. I don't know what else to say about these trucks. They're stable, they're light. From what I've done, they're durable. I dropped off the curb a couple times before my bearing broke out. I don't really know what else to say. I know that if you don't want to make your own like plug, I'm pretty sure you could send them into Riot, and I'm pretty sure they would make you one for pretty cheap. Their customer service is great, and they're really nice there. So, I don't really know what else to say. This is Nick, signing off.